Hello guys, welcome to today's tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be learning how to turn this image into something very beautiful. So this is how it looks now, and but when we finish, this is what the image will look like something like this, making the yellow colors on the road to glow a bit, and also adding some glow on the clothes, and also making the overall background to have a nice cast. So let's just turn it off and start working on the new effect. So I have the picture opened already. Now the first thing to do is to come here to create a new view and adjustment. Just click here and click on color lookup. From here we will click there and select moonlight. So this moonlight gives it the nighttime cast. So we've been able to do this. Now we are going to work on the yellow part of the road. Just bring down the lookup below the image you are working on, and use any of your selection tools to select out the yellow part. So I'll be using the polygonal lasso tool to select out this area. Just use it and roughly just make it out, select it out. Just while I'm doing this, you can also do yours. So when this is done, you press Ctrl J or Command J depending on what system you're using to design. So you also work on the other part of the lane. Guys, right now I've been able to select out all the yellow lines on the road. So this is what it looks like when the night field layer is on. So we'll be working on these layers, which are these. What I'll be doing is to select all of them by clicking Control, selecting them and clicking Control S. Just select them in any way I think it's possible for you. Okay, after that I right click and merge the layers. So I'll be working on them as a single layer. So the next thing is to move to filters. Okay, no, you have to duplicate the layer and change the color mode to linear dodge. Then you move to filters and go to blur, Gaussian blur. So the first blurring you have to do should be around 5.0 radius. 5 radius. Okay, that is okay. So after that, you click Ctrl J again to duplicate the same layer, and again move to filters, blur, Gaussian blur, and you can increase to, let's say, 9 radius this time around. And again, you Ctrl J on it, go to filters, blur, and increase the blurring, let's say 49.2 or around there. You can use any of these to also click OK, and again Ctrl J again, filters, blur, Gaussian blur, and now you can increase to 90. Okay, 118 is perfect for this. So we are through with this. So you see, we've been able to create out 4 more layers out of the main layers we meshed. So all you have to do is now select all of them and place them into a group by clicking Ctrl J. The next thing to do is to go to the adjustments, hue/saturation, go back to the layer and right click on it and create clipping marks, so that whatever you are doing is only going to have effects on the yellow line layer. You just double click there and colorize. So we're going to add color to this. I'm going to bring up the saturation up a bit. Then I'll be using 34 as my hue and 100 as my saturation. I'll move back to here. So we've been able to do this. The next thing to now do is to work on how the light shows on the clothes he's wearing, his face, and also on his shoe. So with this we'll be needing to duplicate the hue and adjustment layer by clicking Ctrl J. And when we click Ctrl J, you have to invert the layer by clicking Ctrl I again. But when you select the white area here and you click Ctrl I, this turns it to black. Now move to your brush tool and make sure your foreground color is white. Okay. Select the soft brush and can actually decrease your opacity to, let's say, 19 for start. Increase your brush size and zoom in. Now you'll see how the cloth is. You know where what parts the light falls on what parts casts shadow. So you just have to gradually brush over it. Just brush over it gently. While doing this, you can also increase your opacity to make it look better. We're just trying to make this for okay, and also beneath the just somewhere around here. There are possibilities that the lights will reach to this area. So just brush over there, and also on the zip of his clothes, something like this. And also on the trousers, you can increase the opacity once again, just to get the right texture that you want. So I'm roughly doing this. You can, when doing this, you can gently do it so you get the right texture and white texture. So here, just around these areas. Now the next thing is to work on the face. Just use a brush tool like that and brush it over to create that effect or that illusion that the light is falling on the face. Okay, once this is done, we'll change the blending mode to, let's say, screen. think screen is better. Okay, so this is how it doesn't look too hard on it, and it doesn't look too soft. It just also look okay. I think linear dodge should do a better job here. Okay, this is fine. Now you have to duplicate. Go to the original hue and saturation layer. Duplicate it by clicking Ctrl J. Then you move it above. For this, you also have to invert the hue and saturation by clicking Ctrl I. Then you move again to your brush tool. Decrease the opacity, let's say around 20, 25. Now come around this area, increase the brush size, and work here. Try to make it look as if the light glows all around the road. After that, you have to change the blending mode. I'll be using screen for this. So once this is done, there's this special brush in Photoshop. Here I'll be using it to create some sparklings on the floor. Let's just look for the special brush effects. I think it's pre-installed on all Photoshops. So you just have to use any preset, or you just have to select any of the brushes there. Increase the opacity to, let's say, 40, and also again go back to the hue and saturation layer. Double duplicate the layer, sorry, move it up and invert the selection by clicking Ctrl I. Now all you have to do is to increase the size of this, and now just kindly and gently. You can also increase the opacity. Just make these stamps, and don't make it to be too much so it doesn't look unattractive. So once this is done, you now move to the blending mode again. Go to linear touch. So this is it. It now looks as if the light is sparkling all around his body. So the next thing, go to the text layer. The text I'm using is respondent, okay, and I added some boldness to it. My size is 600, so that'll be just pin down something. Then you have to, after that, you just have to align it properly and make sure your smart guides are on, so it helps you dictate when the layer is in the middle. So this is all for today. If you found this tutorial helpful, kindly subscribe to my channel and also turn on the notification button to get notified whenever we drop any other tutorial. You can also reach out to me on the comment section if you have any questions. Okay, thanks guys, and hope to see you on our next tutorial.